Hello, I am Mystic Orange and this is video hashtag 564. In this video, I'll be reviewing Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. Before we get into this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Right now, the channel only has 454 subscribers. We only need 6 more subscribers to reach 500 subscriber milestone. And I can tell you right now, I'm so nervous of reaching that milestone, and I'm also excited at the same time. Like, I am proud of my channel reaching popularity, but I'm also terrified about the amount of audience that might attract this channel. Will I be overwhelmed by the amount of subscribers? Anyway, let's get in with this video. I do think it's interesting that I'm making another Scooby-Doo review. The last Scooby-Doo review that I made was 7 months ago, and that video was about the new Scooby-Doo movies. In this video, I'll be reviewing Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. Also, I would like to recommend you checking my YouTube shorts where I've did a YouTube shorts about the monsters of Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. You should be able to find them in my Scooby-Doo playlist. As you also can see, I've also made YouTube shorts out of 16 jobs. I've also made 2 YouTube shorts based on Wings Club, so do check those out if you want to. So where can you watch Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo? You should find a playlist where you can watch it. That's where I've been watching it. There should at least be 16 episodes in the show. This is also my first time watching Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. Like, I'm aware of the show existence, but I've never seen this before. And from what I've heard from other people, a lot of people weren't fan of this show, but I don't understand why, because I loved it. And at first I didn't think I would like it because of other people's thoughts on it, but I've watched it and I think I'm pretty fine with it. Anyway, it's time to give my 2 cents about this show. The first thing that I want to talk about is the title of the show, which is Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. I actually like this title, I don't mind it. It is kind of basic, but I think it's fine. The fact that it's called Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, I think that's just perfect. It's not as creative as Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? But I'm totally fine how it is displayed. I mean, what can I say? It's pretty straightforward. It tells you what this show is about. It's about Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, who are probably the main focus in this show. So for that, I would give the title 4 out of 5 stars. I don't have high opinion on the theme song of Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. I wouldn't even call it a theme song. There's no lyrics in it. It only has the instrumental of the theme song of the new Scooby-Doo movies, which I'm not complaining. That music is good, but without the lyrics, I can't rank this. So for that, I would have to give it 0 out of 5 stars. The art style is pretty consistent from the previous Scooby-Doo shows, which I'm not fussed about because I do like this art style. And because this show is a bit more recent from the previous episodes, the graphic is less grainier, so it's a bit more clearer to see, and it's also easier to hear what people are saying too. Like, you can tell the quality is much more greater than the first show from like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Also, the plot is pretty consistent. I mean, I like the plot of Scooby-Doo. It's pretty straightforward, where like the gang are just looking for clues for the disguised monsters. The last episode of this show is pretty different too. I think it deviates from like the main plot of like finding clues. I think in the last episode it's focused on Scrappy-Doo and his friends Duke and Annie, and they go off in their own adventure with Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. I can see I did enjoy that. And I also want to talk about the characters of the show. Um, Fred, Daphne, Velma, and Shaggy stay the same as they did in the previous shows. You know, Fred is still the bossy one, Daphne is still the girly girl, and Velma is still the brainiac, and Shaggy is still the scaredy cat. You know, Scooby Doo is still a scaredy cat, but I think the fact that we have Scrappy Doo, his personality is a bit different this show. His personality is different in the show. I just realized like Scooby Doo kind of had like a parental role in this particular show. And I think I like Scrappy Doo as an addition. He does change up the group dynamic a bit, especially with Scooby Doo. I think Scrappy Doo is like the opposite of Shaggy and Scooby. He's like a bit more courageous and he's always wanting challenges. While Shaggy and Scooby are coward, Scrappy Doo is a bit more like bold and brave. And because Scrappy Doo is so brave, it does cause predicament with Shaggy and Scooby Doo, who are always scared of everything. Shaggy does get frustrated about Scrappy Doo sometimes because you know he does like scare him all the time. And I'm surprised that like Scooby Doo doesn't have a hive mind like Shaggy does. You'd think he would also be as angry towards Scrappy Doo, but you have to notice that he's also like the uncle, so he kind of has like mediating role towards Scrappy Doo, which I do like. Sometimes I feel like Scooby Doo can be a doormat towards Scrappy Doo, which I don't mind. I think it's an interesting aspect for Scooby Doo. It's a flaw about Scooby Doo that I do find interesting. So far, I think Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo is pretty decent. I think it's probably my second favorite from the shows I've covered. And for that, I think I would give it no higher than 4 out of 5 stars. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and have a lovely day.